I'm here with James Nevin. James, tell us a bit about yourself.
Thank you. Hi. So I'm James Nevin and I am the Middle Years Programme Coordinator at the King Fahd Academy in London. And the King Fahd Academy is an approved IB school.
As I understand it, you're actually the only Islamic school in the UK authorised to offer the IBO programmes. What advantages do you think this offers for your students?
Well, I think that the KFA, the King Fahd Academy, and the IBO, the International Baccalaureate Organisation, share the same core principles: international mindedness, inquiry-based learning, creating lifelong learners, and through the students' cultural experiences and their own experiences, they're able to relate to the IB mission statement, which is to create a better world. So I think the way those two link together is that students can engage with the IB mission statement through their own cultural experiences and their own backgrounds.
Now, you've recently started to offer your learners the Middle Years Programme e-assessment, which happens at the end of Key Stage 4.
That's correct.
So how does it work, and how does this enhance teaching and learning throughout the Middle Years Programme?
So at the end of Key Stage 4, students in MYP Year 5 sit something called the MYP e-assessments, and that is 5 on-screen examinations, 2 e-portfolios, electronic portfolios, and 1 personal project. And the personal project involves creating something or making something that is relevant to the students and of interest to the students. And that has had a knock-on effect, or a very positive impact in the other years of the Middle Years Programme in our school, because the digital and interactive nature of the MYP e-assessments means that we then have to prepare students from a younger age to sit those examinations. So we've become more digital, classrooms have become more creative, teachers have become more creative, and learning has become a lot more fun and interesting and relevant to the students' own cultural experiences.
I'm interested in the split between assessing knowledge and understanding and assessing inquiry, communication and critical thinking skills that comes with the e-assessment tool. How does that fit in with your ethos at the King Fahd Academy, especially in terms of preparing students for the next stage of their learning journey?
At the King Fahd Academy, our assessment ethos is in line with the MYP assessment model, and that is to have a large emphasis on skills. So skills make up 75% of the curriculum, whereas knowledge and understanding would be a lesser 25%. And that's in all years of the MYP, from MYP Year 1 all the way up to MYP Year 5. And that fits in nicely with the MYP e-assessment because it is, again, a skills-based assessment. And that fits in with their further study because students are able to then transfer those skills in further education. They can use the same skills when they go into higher education, and it's very relevant for them and for their studies.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit about what teaching and learning looks like in your school now, thanks to the introduction of this e-assessment tool.
It's become far more creative. So as a school, we decided to purchase devices for each class. And the reason for that was we wanted to prepare them for MYP Year 5 and the assessment in that year of study. So we decided to provide assessments for the students that were identical or similar to the assessments that they will take in MYP Year 5. For example, students in MYP Years 1, 2 and 3 may do an e-portfolio. They may in MYP Year 4, they will do an on-screen examination using similar software. So we've decided to make our classrooms very much more digital, lots of creativity, very interactive, and students get an experience of what the assessment in MYP Year 5 will look like. And
yes, talking of the students, what did they say about this assessment?
they enjoyed it, and they said that the MYP assessments are very creative. Interesting is a word that we got quite often. They also like the idea that they also like the ease of it, because they were able to edit answers. They're more comfortable with technology than older generations. So for them, they are in their zone when they're doing the MYP assessments. They feel comfortable, they know the software, they know how to interact with it, and if we look at how often they use a pen and paper and how often they use a device, they very, very, very rarely will use a pen and paper outside of the classroom. So for them, we're bringing their world into the classroom.
Finally, I'd like to know what kind of young people you're hoping to develop at the King Fahd Academy and how the MYP programme and the e-assessment tool feed into that.
Well, we aim to create students with great inquiring minds, students who are responsible, and students who are global citizens that will contribute to both their local community and the wider community. And I think through the styles of questions and the interactions in the MYP e-assessment, it makes that relevant and justifiable and for our students.
I have to say that's good to hear, and especially in times like these. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much for having me.